You're all set to stream your favorite 4K movie. Snacks ready, lights dimmed, and your favorite couch is comfy. You hit play and then the video stutters, the dreaded wheel spins, and all your excitement takes a nosedive. If that drives you crazy, you're not alone. Whether it's a movie night, a Netflix binge, or you just trying to watch a YouTube tutorial in peace, slow Wi-Fi can absolutely ruin the experience. But here's the good news. You can fix most of these issues with some simple tweaks. In this video, I'll walk you through 8 proven practical ways to speed up your Wi-Fi and stop buffering for good. These aren't just random hacks, they are tested tips that will transform your home network. By the end of this video, you will have a solid checklist to boost your Wi-Fi speed, eliminate buffering on any device, stream buttery smooth 4K and even 8K content without a hitch. So grab those snacks again, and this time let's make sure buffering doesn't ruin the moment. Let's dive in. Before we jump into the fixes, let's quickly break down what's actually happening behind the scenes. Streaming in 4K isn't just a small upgrade from HD, it's a massive leap in data usage. A standard HD or 1080p stream only needs about 5 megabits per second to play smoothly, but 4K that can require 25 Mbps or more per device. Now think about what's happening in your home. You're watching a 4K movie in the living room, your son's on a Zoom call for school, your partner's streaming Squid Game. Each device is pulling data from your Wi-Fi at the same time. In a setup like that, your bandwidth disappears faster than you can say buffering. Even if you've got a solid 100 Mbps plan, your network can get overwhelmed quicker than you would expect, especially if your Wi-Fi signal isn't reaching every corner of your home. And the result? Buffering, drop quality, lag right when you're trying to relax. So if you've ever asked why is my 4K stream struggling when I have a fast internet, now you know. You see, it's not just about the raw speed, it's about how many devices are sharing that speed and how well your home network handles the load. But don't worry, we are about to fix all that. But first, here's a quick question. What's the highest resolution you usually stream at? 1080p, 4K, 8K? Drop your answer in the comments. Alright, before we start tweaking settings or moving routers around, let's figure out where your network actually stands. And the easiest way to do that is run a quick speed test. You can use free tools like fast.com or speed test to get a clear snapshot. Here's the key. Run the test on the same device you usually stream 4K content on, whether it's a smart TV, streaming device or laptop, and ideally do that in the same spot where you normally watch. Why? Because Wi-Fi speeds can vary a lot from room to room. The numbers you get on your phone next to the router might be completely different from what your TV gets across the house. When you run the test, look at both your download and upload speeds. Most people only focus on download speed, which is the big one for streaming, but don't ignore upload. If other devices in your home are uploading in the background like cloud backups, video calls, or security cams, that can affect your streaming too. Just remember, for smooth 4K streaming, you need at least 25 Mbps per device. But if your speed test shows you're getting less than that, your issue isn't just your internet plan, it's likely a Wi-Fi problem. Now let's talk about something most people completely overlook, your router's placement. Believe it or not, where you put your router can make or break your Wi-Fi performance. You could have the fastest internet plan in the world, but if your router's buried in the wrong corner, your connection will still feel painfully slow. Think of your Wi-Fi signal like a whisper. It doesn't travel well through dense materials like wood, brick, or concrete. So here's what you need to know. Routers send out signals in all directions like ripples in a pond. If it's sitting at one end of your house, you're wasting half that signal. Placing it centrally helps it reach more of your space. Wi-Fi signals travel outward and downward better than upward. So keep your router on a raised surface like a shelf or table, not on the floor, and definitely not behind furniture. Also try to avoid obstacles. Don't hide it inside cabinets, behind books, or in a closet. Sure, it might look cleaner, but it wrecks performance. Also watch out for interference. Microwaves, cordless phones, baby monitors, or even Bluetooth speakers can interfere with your router's signal, especially if you're on the 2.4 GHz band. So take a couple of minutes to check where your router is sitting. Sometimes just moving it to a better spot can dramatically boost your speed, coverage, and overall performance. If you're still using the 2.4 GHz band on your Wi-Fi, it might be time for an upgrade, especially if smooth 4K streaming is your goal. Here's the deal. Most modern routers broadcast two types of Wi-Fi signals or bands, 2.5 GHz and 5 GHz, and knowing the difference is key. 2.5 GHz has a longer range. It travels farther and goes through walls more easily. But it's also slower and more prone to interference because tons of everyday devices use this frequency. On the other hand, 5 GHz is your 4K streaming powerhouse. It's newer and delivers significantly faster speeds. It offers more channels, which means less interference and better overall performance. The downside is that 5 GHz has a shorter range and doesn't penetrate walls as well. But when it comes to 4K streaming, 5 GHz is absolutely your best bet. How do you switch? Most dual-band routers broadcast both frequencies simultaneously. You will usually see two network names, something like My Wi-Fi and My Wi-Fi 5G. Just connect your streaming device to the 5 GHz network and you're all set. Older routers just weren't built for modern day streaming. If your router is more than a few years old, you might notice your connection struggling even with a fast internet plan. Why? Because older routers often use outdated standards like Wi-Fi 4 or Wi-Fi 5, which can bottleneck your performance. Upgrading to Wi-Fi 6 can make a huge difference, and it's not just about speed. Wi-Fi 6 is a major tech leap forward, designed specifically for homes filled with devices. It handles more devices at once without slowing down, performs better in crowded environments like busy apartments or households, and lowers latency, which means less delay between sending and receiving data. That lower latency is a big deal, not just for streaming but for gaming and video calls too. So if you are a serious streamer or gamer, this upgrade is a no-brainer. And just around the corner is Wi-Fi 7, which is starting to roll out. It's still new and a bit pricey, but it promises next level performance for things like 8K streaming, VR and cloud gaming. If you want to upgrade to a Wi-Fi 6 router, I have included some really good recommendations in the video's description. Do check them out. While Wi-Fi is incredibly convenient, when it comes to 4K streaming, nothing beats Ethernet. Now you might be wondering why I am talking about wired connection when this video is about Wi-Fi. Well, a wired connection is still the most reliable way to get a flawless, uninterrupted stream because it offers stable, consistent speeds and much lower latency compared to Wi-Fi, which means less buffering, signal drops, just smooth, high-quality playback. And the best part, it's super simple to set up. Just connect the Ethernet cable from your router to the Ethernet port on your device, and that's it. No tweaking complicated Wi-Fi settings. If you're dealing with Wi-Fi dead zones, especially in larger spaces like big houses or multi-story buildings, a mesh Wi-Fi system is another incredible upgrade. Unlike traditional range extenders, which often create separate networks and lead to confusion, mesh systems use multiple routers or nodes to build a single seamless network that covers your entire home. As you move from room to room, your devices automatically connect to the strongest nearby node. No drop connections, no manual switching. With a mesh network, you will get stronger, more reliable coverage, even in tricky spots like basements, garages, or distant bedrooms. Some of the top-rated mesh systems come from brands like Google Nest, Amazon Arrow, and TP-Link Deco. And if you're thinking about investing in one, I've linked a few solid recommendations in the description. Check them out if you're interested. Sometimes the problem isn't your Wi-Fi at all, it's your device. If you're seeing buffering, it could be due to a simple setting on your streaming app or background apps quietly hogging resources. Here's what you can do. Adjust video quality in settings. On platforms like Netflix, YouTube, or Prime Video, check your playback settings. I recommend setting the video quality to auto. This lets the platform adjust resolution based on your real-time connection. So if your speed dips for a second, it won't force 4K and cause unnecessary buffering. Also try closing background apps. If you're using smart TV or streaming box, there are probably a few apps running quietly in the background. These can use up bandwidth and processing power even if you're not actively using them. Closing those unused apps ensures your device is fully focused on streaming and nothing else. If you've tried everything and your streaming is still lagging, your internet service provider might be the real culprit. Some ISPs throttle your speeds during peak hours, or their network just can't keep up with demand in your area. If that sounds familiar, here's what you can do. Try reaching out to your ISP and ask if they are throttling your connection. Also double check your plan to make sure it supports high bandwidth 4K streaming needs. If your plan isn't cutting it, consider upgrading. It might cost a bit more, but the boost in speed could be totally worth it for smooth, buffer-free streaming. And if your ISP isn't helpful or your speeds consistently fall below what you're paying for, it might be time to shop around for a better provider. And there you have it. Now you've got everything you need to boost your Wi-Fi speed and enjoy seamless 4K streaming. No more dreaded buffering. Whether you decide to upgrade your router, tweak a few settings, or even call your ISP, these tips will help you get the most out of your connection and take your streaming experience to the next level. If you found this video helpful, be sure to hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss out on more tech tips, tricks, and hacks to keep your devices running smoothly. I'm Vikas, you've been watching Digital Feeds, and I will catch you in the next one.